public service announcement and warning for anybody using Firefox. And I'm going to show you something that a web browser should not be able to do. I'm going to show you that Firefox will do its best to gov wipe a file when you're not trying to. Now, obviously, it's not gov wiping it. It's actually doing something else. But this is an image that is part of a project I was working on that just got shit canned. But anyway, this is a file that's called Zony 14TO410 something something 540 pics. And there it is right there. It's exactly the same file. If I throw it here, it refreshes. Now, if I open this and alter this at all, and then hit close, so I've saved an updated version. If I do not hit refresh here, I am looking at the old version here that is simply being displayed. If I right-click it and hit Save Image As, it's assuming I'm saving the image over the top of itself. Now, the worst-case scenario is I should get an older version, which actually would be what I want. Or I should get the newer version, or it should have some sort of conflict. Now I'm going to hit Save, and it says, do you want to replace it? It already exists. When I do that, I want you to pay attention to what Firefox actually does when it has this sitting in RAM. This is in screen RAM. It erases the file. And not only does it erase it, it makes it impossible to retrieve because it overwrites it with a null. And when I try to save it again, because obviously it should be able to save the image, it's right there, it won't save the image. It has literally just created a situation where it's mechanically impossible for me to recover from a mistake it shouldn't have been able to do. There is no way for me to save this image and retrieve it. It won't let me. Now, I know you might be wondering, why the fuck is this important? Any program could do the same thing. Now, I'm going to do something real simple here. I'm going to max it out. And I'm going to hit F11 on my computer so I get a full resolution version of this. Let me get this maxed out a little bit more. Let's see how far I can push this. Okay. Okay, can I max that out? Okay, close. Okay, that's good. Now, right now, the only place this file exists is in Firefox. And if I try to save it, it will erase it from the hard drive again. It will never let me have this file back. This is an extreme version of a fail condition. This is an extreme fail condition where you literally have no way to recover anything. So I'm going to hit print screen, a button I usually hit by accident. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to go back into Paint. I use Paint. Control V. The only way to retrieve it is to do a screen grab because it's not that it can't, it's that it won't not erase it. It aggressively erases that file. And the thing is, there's no reason for it to do it. Anyway, save as, PNG. Let's go up here on the desktop, and I'm just going to save it. The file I had saved was 3 hours worth of work. But Firefox erased it in a millisecond and created a condition where even if I can see the thing, and I hit Save Image As, because it's assuming it's on the hard drive already, it assumes, well, it doesn't assume anything. It does something that could never work. I don't understand. Anyway, if I throw this there, I get to retrieve it. Unless I knew this, which obviously I didn't, I would never be able to retrieve my file. Now, this is not an improved situation. I don't have my file anymore. I have to start over. But the fact that this happened, and it went out of its way to not only make an error on writing a file to a hard drive, it erased the file, is an absolute over-the-top, unrealistic outcome. There is no reason that should happen. This should not have been able to happen. That's an unacceptable behavior pattern out of a computer routine. If a computer routine has any end result where it erases a file that you're not explicitly saying delete to, then that is a failure on the software's part. Also, the recycle bin's empty, and data recovery software I'm using, for some reason, can't retrieve it. So if you're trying to gov wipe your hard drive, I think I found a great way to do it. I wonder if it'll do it to a text file. Let's do that. New text document, and I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to type the letter N, and I'm going to hit close. I don't think it'll do that because that would be just crazy talk. There's a file called N. I'm going to edit again, and I'm going to add in a space and hit save. Now it is different from the original. File, save page as, let's see if it does that. And it was 2 bytes, it's the same file. Okay, let's see if it erases it. Yes, I want you to. And it erased the file. Literally, the act of saving a file and trying to retrieve it destroys it. This could destroy 2 hours of work for you as well. Dear assholes at Firefox, why do you have a condition that would cause a computer to erase a file while you're trying to save a file? I can't even contemplate why the fuck that would work. No, it's not it's not me using an older browser or me having a bad software. None of the excuses you fanboys are going to come up with. Firefox by Mozilla Corporation erases files when you're trying to save them, and I can't even think of why. All it should do is save the older version over the top of the new edit, or at worst case, do nothing. It shouldn't cause a complete destruction of a file. This could happen to any file format. You could be watching a music video, open the other music video file, and maybe you're watching it in a viewer that actually causes one minor change. Microsoft products like Word, if you open a Word file, even if Firefox could read it, if you tell it to save it again by accident, it'll overwrite it and erase the Word file, because when you open Word, every time you open a Word file, it always edits something. It always has to dick with it. So this is a warning to all of you. If you want to destroy files, Mozilla Firefox apparently has a extra special method for doing it, because I spent the last 10 minutes watching a routine trying to do data recovery and fucking failing on it. And now I have to go hardcore and do real data recovery, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do it. I have no clue how the fuck my web browser just gov-wiped a file when I was trying to salvage it. Not even salvage it. I was just saving it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.